Hello everyone and welcome back to Monsters of the Past. As always, I'm your host Mr.G. And today, we're discussing the earliest point in history where life was actually interesting and not just a bunch of things that you'd see under a microscope. Yeah, this is about Cambrian life. The Cambrian was debatably the first time Earth started to diversify in life. Things weren't single-celled anymore, and we had actually complex animals. Life was still restricted to the sea due to a lack of an ozone layer, and the fact that the land's air was toxic since there were no plants yet to clean it. But there were still pretty notable animals living in said oceans around these times, so join me today as we look at life from the Cambrian. Except trilobites, they have their own video. Our first subject is the Anomalocaris, meaning abnormal shrimp. This guy gained notoriety thanks to the fact that it's one of the earliest known apex predators. They had complex eyes, which were a new invention at the time. They could paddle themselves through the water and weren't stuck walking on the ground. And they had two appendages near their mouth, which would have allowed them to hunt. Now, despite being named after the shrimp, they're only very, 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 very distantly related to them, with their only commonality being that they're both arthropods. In addition to them, there's their relatives, the Tamisocaries, who appear to have been filter feeders. These guys are notable because of their original name, Pseudocaridae, which came from a book that was documenting speculative prehistoric life, one of which was a filter-feeding creature resembling Anomalocaris. So when one of them was discovered for real, they thought they could name it after the creature in the book. Unfortunately, they found out this name didn't follow the rules of naming, so it had to be changed. That sucks. Another notable creature is Hallucinogenia. This strange invertebrate got its name from the fact that when it was first discovered, it was put together all wrong. It was put upside down and they put its head on its back, so because of these facts and its general appearance, it got the name Hallucinogenia because it's kind of trippy to look at. Then there's Talamonstrum, and these guys are a nightmare to classify because what are you supposed to make of it? No one can agree if it's a fish or an invertebrate, and don't even get me started on what its lifestyle could be like, because that's just a whole other can of worms. So yeah, this thing is a nightmare to speculate on. Then there's Opabenia, which has 5 eyes and a weird prehensile thing on its mouth. No, this thing weirds me out too much, I'm moving on. Then there's Ichthyes, a very early vertebrate that's sometimes considered a fish, but it's a little too primitive to classify it as that. But still a very important animal as an early invertebrate. So yeah, the Cambrian, a time of confusion and weird animals, but eventually these guys got ironed out and became the animals we know today. So yeah, thanks for watching everybody, see you guys next time, goodbye.